Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Katelyn from Katelyn Plans, and today I am setting up my small business planner. So this is the planner that I use to manage all things my sticker shop over on Etsy. I am using the Happy Planner monthly layout. I think this is what it's called. So you get this like very nice dashboard that has these habit trackers. There's some like sections for check it off and top priorities. And I kind of gut this and like change it up to what I actually need it to do. But it's a nice like starting ground for like monthly goal setting in this spread. And in this video, I'm going to be planning 3 different spreads. So this is like my monthly goals area. This one is the monthly overview calendar that I use to track like income and like trends and orders and stuff like that. And then the third layout that I do in this planner is this one that I use to track the progress that I'm making on my different sticker designs for any given month. So I'll show you what May's looks like just for this layout, because I do have like numbers and like stuff on the first 2 pages that I don't really want to show on camera. But this is what I end up doing with like that kind of layout. This is what I did in my last Plan With Me video, where like I set it up and I finished all the writing off camera. But this is kind of what this is going to turn into. But it's these 3 layouts. Getting them all done for the month of June. I need to set it up ahead of time because I work on the sticker sheets ahead of time, so that they can be ready for the sticker shop launch whenever that will happen. And I'm going to figure that out when I flip over to the calendar eventually. But as for stickers for this Plan With Me, I'm planning with this sheet from my shop. This was one that came out of last month's release, and it is called Blush Blooms. So it's very similar to the Blossoming Blooms that I had that looked like the Mother's Day florals, but they're a more neutral, like blushy tone. So I'm going to be using these florals, and then I'm going to pair them with the Fresh Botanical sticker book, which is a newer book from the Happy Planner. I really like the way that the blush of these florals looks with this like kind of sagey green tone. I've done a couple daily spreads with it so far, but I thought if I could put it into like a full spread, it should be this one because I'm planning with stickers from my shop. So Fresh Botanicals, Blush Blooms. There's like a lot of really cute stuff in here. It's really pretty. But I'm thinking, again, like this color is going to be what really shines through here. And then to emphasize some of the dots that are in the florals, I know you probably guessed it. It's the washi tape that I always go back to. This adorable, according to Allie, Spotty Dotty. It just looks so good when you get it on the page because the white blends in, so it looks like just dots on the pages. But I'm going to get to planning this because time is of the essence when I have three spreads to plan. This is always a longer video. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. Let me know if you would prefer that I break this up into 3 separate videos, or like just keep it as the one longer video. But first things first, we're going to pop this June monthly off of the discs and get started. I flipped through the Fresh Botanicals book to find the monthly boxes because I'm going to need one of these to mark my release date for the month. And I'm hoping that this month is actually going to be more stickers than last month. Last month was a smaller release just because finals week got in the way. But I'm hoping June is going to be a bigger sticker release because I have a lot of time now that I'm on summer vacation. And I'm going to schedule this for Monday the 6th. I'm not really sure of my work schedule for this day, but the time will be announced on my Instagram closer to the launch date. But June the 6th, Monday, June the 6th, is going to be the release for this month. I have a couple sticker sheets already planned. I have a few in progress, so we'll see how that figures out when we get to the 6th, but I think it's a good looking day. I'm trying to figure out like some other stuff in June. I think I'm going to have a collab coming up. More details to come on that. But I'll put this other like green box in there when I get more details on the collab. But I don't want to like preemptively stick it in there because I don't know. What if I put it on the wrong day? I'm going to take this one in that same green color to like bring a little bit more decorative into this. And it says, "Be truthful, gentle, and fearless. Gandhi." So that one's going to go over here, just down here in the corner, even out some of those green tones that are on the page. And then I'm going to take the Blush Blooms, and I'm just going to pick one of them, probably one of these like medium-sized Blush Blooms, to go over that corner that like notches out. so that you can see the date of the day that you're putting it on. But I need to keep this pretty functional, so I can't go sticking this on any given weekday. So I think that looks good. There's some smaller little florals on here too as an accent. I'm gonna take the According to Allie's Spotty Dotty, and I ordered a second roll of this. There is a another small shop unboxing coming to the channel soon, where I will unbox more rolls of Allie's washi and some other stuff, of course. There's a lot of different things that are going to be in that haul, but I wanted to make sure that I never ran out of this washi tape. This piece, I cut it so that it's going to align with the edge of the box that I have over here on this Saturday, and just kind of go on to Thursday. Thursday isn't normally a day that I keep analytics for. I try to mark stuff on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so I don't feel bad about kind of cutting in there. And similarly, I should be able to do a little bit of washi tape kind of coming off of this Monday, this release day box, just pre-tearing it. It's already cut nice and evenly so that I can put it right here, right across Sunday. The sidebar is going to be functional room as well, but I can do something similar with the floral, and there's nothing going on up here. So what if I take a larger one for that corner? That's fun. And I could even find some kind of header to put on this to mark the time that the release is going to be happening on that Monday. I try to put them around lunchtime or late afternoon. I feel like that's what typically works best in my own schedule and in other people's schedules. But once they're up. So it's not like you need to rush and get stickers right away. They don't sell out, and if they do, I will restock them. No problems there. So we're gonna put a box up there to mark the time. I think that's a very nice, pretty release day cluster. Makes me feel excited about release day, as if release day isn't enough of a reason to feel excited. I'm going to find a mild liner to mark off some things because I do like to track income and orders on this particular spread. For this, I'm going to be using my regular gray mild liner. I think it looks nice and subtle with these lighter colors. There is a new mild liner that was released recently that's an olive green. I wonder how close it is to this green. I don't think it would be an exact match, but I still want to get my hands on it because it is beautiful. But my gray mild liner is tried and true. So I'm taking this and I'm doing a little bit of a line. Oh no, that is wonky. But it'll have to do. There's no going back on this. And if you try to white this out and do mild liner over whiteout, it just makes it look worse. So don't do that. But I'm going to do a line at the bottom of all the Monday boxes, all the Wednesday boxes, and all of the Friday boxes so that I can keep track of income on designated checkpoints. This one got a little wonky because there was a flower in the way, and I decided to go over the flower because I know I'm going to need more room to write in that box. One of the unfortunate realities of keeping things functional is that it sometimes doesn't go as planned, but I think it'll look fine. I'm taking a Papermate Flare pen in a medium point, and I'm going to use this just to put a little dollar sign on all of these to remind myself that this is where I track dollar amounts. Although I really don't need to be reminded because it is the one thing that I really track in the body of this spread. The other thing that I like to do on this layout is set up the sidebar so that I can get a weekly progress check-in. And that's where I do the total income that I made just in that week. So it's not cumulative like the body of this is, where it all adds up. So it's Wednesday plus Thursday equals the number that I put on Friday. Over in the sidebar, should I do these ones? These are really pretty, but I don't know if I have enough of them. I will do week 1 and then however many dollars I made in week 1. And then however many orders I received in week 1. And I feel so weird in these videos talking about making money and profiting off of this because it is something that I like to do. And I don't know, I'm trying to do the small business thing, and it's definitely new for me. to like figure all of this stuff out. So I'm figuring out the best way to like keep track of expenses, and I have some spreadsheets going, but physical paper always works the best for me in like keeping track of things. So that's what I'm gonna go with. And I just don't, it's weird for me to talk about money and like small businesses on my channel. I don't know why. I have a hard time putting it into words, why it just makes me feel weird, but it's kind of like one of those unspoken things, is like, you just don't talk about like money when it comes to like things like this. I'm taking these and putting them kind of in line with each of the weeks. So I'm going to break this out into 4 weeks, and whatever like days align with the like box sticker, that's what's going to get counted in that like assessment. So this one's going to be week 1, and I can even write that in right now. So we're going to go week 1, and then week 1 will be all of the June days, so 1 through 4, and that'll get totaled down here. And I'm gonna write down here, we're gonna go with $sign for the total amount made that week. And then I'm also gonna write orders, where I'm gonna count the number of orders that were placed that week. And just repeat the process over until I get all 5 weeks done. That's all filled out, and I can fill out this box and just write like June sticker release, and then the time's gonna go there when I figure that out, TBD. And then I'm gonna find some more stickers to mark some other stuff that I have going on this spread. So I need like a little page flag to mark when rep packages are gonna get sent out. There's some like little bullet points. We got some today's, but I used all of those. Next week, that's not gonna make sense. Not a page flag, but I think these are really cute, and I don't know what other time I'd be able to use them. They say ASAP, and they have like that little floral accent on them. So rep packages are gonna get sent out hopefully on this Wednesday, or as soon as possible, as this sticker indicates. So I'm gonna write that down on here, and that means I need to send out the form on Tuesday, so I should probably have a little ASAP over there as well, making use of all my little ASAP stickers. And this would technically be in the last month, but it makes sense for me to visually have it like together on the pages. I'm just gonna fill these in real fast. Well, okay, so if I'm sending out the sticker form, I should give them more time to like respond to that. I'm gonna bump this to Monday, and hopefully it gets done on Monday. If not, it'll get moved to Tuesday. I try to be ahead of things on the sticker releases, but it always comes down to the wire. I don't know, that's just the way I've always worked, and it's hard for me to like plan and keep account of like other people. But Monday is hopefully gonna be the send out the form so they can like pick the designs that they want, and they know what's coming up in the upcoming release. Send out the mail on Wednesday, so hopefully they'll have it by Monday. I need to be better at sending it out so that they have them prior to the release. That's like the whole thing of having a rep team, is you want them to have the stickers before the release, but I'm always so bad at timing. And they get there like on release day or the day after, so they have them before everyone else has them, but I want them to have them before the release, you know? I'm also really sad because this is going to be the last month that I have this rep team. Their term runs through the end of June, so that means I need to put stickers in place for like picking a new rep team. I'm gonna use this one, the other green box. I know I said something about a collab with it. When I figure out the collab details, maybe it'll be in June, maybe it'll be in July, who knows. I certainly don't. I'm gonna use this for the rep team stuff. So I wanna have, let's see, I need to have an announcement sometime in this last month, or last week of the month. So we're gonna go with the 28th as like the rep team announcement. And that'll give enough time for me to like get them the stuff that they need before the next release, which will happen sometime at the beginning of July. So this will be the rep team announcement. And then once I have that date, I need to backtrack from there. So the things that are required for a rep team announcement is that they have to give me like the information to like make the graphics or whatever. So I'm gonna have to use, we're just gonna go with all the ASAPs on this like spread. So I'm gonna contact them on Sunday so that they know they've been selected and I can get stuff together on the Monday. So this box over here is going to be contact selected team members or whatever. And then they'll have to keep it a secret through Tuesday. But that is a short period of time. I don't like to make people wait longer than they really need to. And then before that happens, I need to like make the application. I don't know how long is a good amount of time to have an application open for. Probably a week. Like I had it open for a week both times, and it always tapered off towards the end, but people were applying up until the last day, so I figure maybe a week is a good amount of time for that. So I'll open the application on the 21st, tentatively. It could get pushed a little bit later depending on how things are going on my end, but I think that's a good timeline for like selecting a rep team. So we're gonna put that over here, rep team application opens. And then it needs to close. Oh, and I need to like pick people. So it won't be open for a whole week. It'll be open. Oh, Katelyn, you did not do this well. Okay, I'm gonna backtrack. This sticker is gonna get moved so that the application opens on this Sunday. And I'll find some whiteout for that or whatever. And then it's probably going to have to close either Friday or Saturday because I need time to pick people. I am so bad at planning, you guys. Okay, so I've got that. And then it's going to need to close either Friday or Saturday. I feel like I can make the decision in one day. Or it'll be 2 days if I announce it or I contact them at night. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so contacting people on the Saturday then. And this will be, or no. Okay, contact on Sunday, select on whatever. But if I select, you're probably having a hard time watching this because I'm having a hard time thinking it through. Okay, I need Saturday to pick people. That means that on Friday, the application is going to close. Yes, that makes sense. Okay, Friday is the application close. Beautiful. I need to find some whiteout for the mistake I made on the Tuesday. I just like this Bic whiteout easy correct. It is easy to correct with, as the label might suggest. So this is going to go away, and what I'm left with I think is going to be my more straightforward schedule. I think this makes sense. If you like are watching this and you're like, Katelyn, what are you doing? You've made so many mistakes. You can let me know. I will not be offended if you're like here to like help me out and like figure out what on earth I'm trying to do. But I think this is a decent rep team scheduling timeline. It's so far away at this point. Like I'm planning ahead in this planner because I need to have it like set up so that I can like do the things. But that also means I'm planning like midway through March, or midway through May, and it's just like so far off, and I don't want to think about my rep team leaving me because I love them. So I don't want to think about it. I'm just putting some florals in areas where florals can go, namely right there on that Saturday. But I think that's enough decorative for this spread. I'm going to go ahead and pop this back on the discs, and we will flip over to the next part of the video. I grabbed the other half of this monthly goals, and this is where we're going to get started with setting some monthly goals. I do a number of things with this layout, but most of it is like overview of the month sort of stuff. So this up here is going to be like the actual monthly goals. This is going to be like my design overview that is going to continue into the next page when I do like this thing. But I like to just have the list of all the names of the sticker sheets over here so I don't like forget anything. And this can get whited out. Note to self, down here I normally like, well, in theory I was using it for like expenses, but it just doesn't make sense for me to use it for expenses when I'm tracking that on like a spreadsheet. That is much more effective than writing it down and then writing it down again. So this is probably going to get used as like more decorative space down here in this spread. And then up here is like the ultimate expanse of space where I like mark key dates over the course of the month, or like, I don't know, just random stuff. So like last month when I did the endangered species collab. This one had a box up here that was like endangered species collab on May 20th, and then the release day on May 6th or whatever. So to repeat what I was doing over on the calendar, I'm gonna need a space to like do the short rundown of the rep team selection process, and that's why I'm gonna take this Today oval sticker thing. I don't like how it says Today because it's going to be like the rep team stuff, so this is just going to overlap that, and I can put another like title on top of it in a minute, but a floral will be a good distraction from any lettering that might have already been on the stickers. When in doubt, stick a floral on it. Okay, so we've got floral corner going on up there. These little pieces can just get saved for later in the video. I'm going to find some headers because I know I'm going to need a lot of them. Running kind of low on these, but I'm sure there's more or like similar stuff throughout the book that I can use to kind of fulfill that purpose. This one is going to go right over here to mark like rep team timeline stuff. I'm going to use this one over here to do the design overview. And they're far enough apart that if I have to do a different design of like header stickers, it'll kind of balance itself out. Because I use this for important dates, I need one to mark the release date on that Monday. I don't remember the number, but it's going to go up in this box. And to balance that out, I want to put like a quote up here or like a full box. This one's pretty, but it's a lot of green. I like this one that says the world needs what you carry, but is that getting too distracting? Maybe I should just put in some more of my own florals. This can make its way into the spread at some point, but, And I like it kind of overlapped here, but then I'm not going to have enough writing room. So this is just going to go back in the box, or back in the book for a little bit until I sort things out. And I'll fill this space up with some more of these florals, and I might need to grab a second sheet of them. But that's the nice thing about owning a sticker shop, is that I'm never going to run out of my own stickers. So put one there. I'd like something a little bit smaller to go by it, so I'll take one of these like more peachy colored ones to go in that space. Looking good so far. Swapping over here, and I'm gonna figure out what I want to do with monthly goals. I saw some like circles that could like fulfill that purpose, but if I'm not using circle stickers anywhere else, I don't know if I want to do that. These gold like page flags, these like really big gold page flags are fun. And I could do 2 of them, like right on top of each other. So up here, I typically will mark like what my like sales goal is for the month, and then what I actually make in the month. And then like if I'm doing a donation sticker sheet, which I do have a donation sticker sheet running through the end of June, which is my Pride Month sticker sheet, I will mark like how much I like my goal is to like have in donations towards, or like have made in donations, and then how much I actually like get from that sticker sheet to donate. And I should probably like make a space, and maybe that's what I do down here, to like keep track of when I'm making donations and for how much. So the Pride Month sticker sheet, which is currently available in my shop, I made it available early. Pride Month is June, but if you want your Pride Month stickers for June, you might want to buy them now. So that Pride Month sticker sheet benefits the Trevor Project, which is a great organization. And all $4 of your sticker sheet purchase go towards it. So I'm not taking any kind of cut for materials. It's just all $4 are going towards the Trevor Project. Can take this one and do the corner too, because it's already cut to a corner, so that works. Okay, reevaluating. These look a little too big for my taste, so I'm going to swap them out for something a little bit smaller. Maybe like these like tinier page flags would be better. Oh, and it makes sense that I would actually have 3 of these like tiny page flags up here because I actually have 2 different donation sheets going on right now. So I have the Pride Month sheet that benefits the Trevor Project. And then I have the Endangered Species Panda sheet that benefits the World Wildlife Fund. I never remember what the acronym is. I'm so sorry. I should know this, but the pandas benefit pandas. So that's what that is. It's not the entire cost of that sheet. It's a little bit of a smaller donation, so it's $1 from each sheet sold through the end of June is going to go to that foundation. But it is still something, and that's kind of on par with what everyone else in the collab is doing, so I just wanted to make it like around the same amount as everyone else. But I'm gonna like map that out in terms of like sales goal, actual sales, this donation sheet, like, you know the drill. Okay, so that's how that section's gonna get set up, and then down here it's just gonna be like designs. So these top 2 sections are completed. This is gonna be decorative. I'm thinking that's gonna be the best way to use that space this month. So I'm gonna find a quote in here. I saw some larger clear quotes that I thought might look nice in that space. So we have some options. This is way too big. Today, that's irrelevant to what I'm doing. Live life in full bloom. I like it, but again, odd shape. I think wild and beautiful is gonna be the best way to do this. So I'll take this one and I'm gonna overlap it on top of the flower. I mean, I kind of have to. It's only as wide as the box is. But does it look weird to have the flowers on top of the flowers? Maybe. If I peel this one up, I could put it somewhere else. And then I'll take Wild and Beautiful and put that just kind of central in this box. Looking good. And I think what I want to do with this floral is actually cut it. It's a little curly because I peeled it up off the page at a weird angle. But I'm going to cut it like that and have it kind of come in to cover up some of that whiteout. And it doesn't cover up too much of my writing room up there, which is good because I need that for functional stuff. We've got that going on. This last little bit could like come off the side of this box up here, if I can put it at the right angle. Okay, I think I got it. Oh yeah, that looks good. I mean, it's the same as that, and they're like kind of close, but I don't think it's that noticeable right now. So we've got goals, we've got designs, we've got decorative stuff. I'm gonna deal with the sidebar next. So it says track your habits. I'm gonna get rid of that because I use this as like, yes, a habit tracker, but the way I have it like set up mentally is a little bit different than a habit tracker. It's like the last time I did, and then fill in the blank with one of these little trackers. I think these ones will work out. 2 of these green ones, that should finish off what I need to do here. And one of them is gonna go over here in this top priorities box. So I'm gonna place this first one here, but I don't want all of that like whiteout blob showing. So I'll take whatever's left of this floral and cover up as much of it as possible. And then this will go right here. The other little header in that sage green color is gonna go over here, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Filling in my sections over here. So this one's gonna be just last time I ... So the first one is going to be made a sale, and my goal for June is to make a sale every single day, no matter how small. If that's like one digital download, that is fine by me, but I'm trying to work up to the point in my like business where I'm making a sale every day. And then this one is going to be probably, okay, so last month I did made a sale, was tagged in a post, and then shipped orders or like went to the post office. I don't think I'm into tracking like the tagging as much as I think I want to track like the days that I cut stickers, because one of my June goals as well is to like cut stickers every day, regardless of if I'm like selling them, just so I can have inventory on hand. That's something I want to get in the habit of like doing, even if I'm like cutting like 5 sheets of like a design. That's still something. So this one's going to be cut stickers. And then this one is going to be mailed orders. Ideally, I will get to the post office like twice a week over the summer, maybe even 3 times a week if I have the time. But that is the hope with those like trackers over here. And it's easy. They have like the days corresponding. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4 through 30. And then you just like color in the dot like a Scantron. But it's a much more fun Scantron, and it feels much more rewarding than like any kind of multiple choice test you took in elementary school. So this is that half of the monthly goals. Then we're going to flip over here, and this one is going to be top sellers. And then in each of the 3, I mark what the design was and how many of them I sold. That's pretty self-explanatory. I just like to know what the design trends are, like what's selling the most, what's doing really well in the shop. Some things like I expect to sell like really well and then they don't, or some things I don't expect to sell really well and then they do. So it's interesting to see the trends there. Up here, I'm just going to do like rep search, probably. That's the best way to title this. And because I spent so much time trying to figure out those dates, I'm not going to fill it in right now in case I made a mistake. I just need to think through the times or whatever. And then this is going to be the box where I put like my June sticker release. So I'm just going to reiterate what I put on the monthly calendar. I left a little time to fill in what time it's at, but I don't know that currently. So we're just going to keep that up in the air for the time being. And then down here, I used to use it as like a checklist of things that I needed to do for my rep team. But I'm thinking I want to keep track of how many sales I'm getting on each rep's code, or like how many code usages I'm getting. Their rep packages are kind of determined on like, there's a base amount that they get, and then they get like additional sheets for like cumulative code usages. So I keep track of those normally on the Etsy app, but maybe in the planner this month. So I'm going to take some more of these little page flags and put one for each rep. Although this is difficult because I have 6 reps and I only have 5 page flags. I can find another gold page flag somewhere else, but I'm just going to put them on this little section down here. One for each of my rep team members. I don't know how many rep team members I'm going to want on the new rep team. 6 is a good number. I mean, it feels a little bit large. I liked having 5. Maybe we'll go smaller this time. I don't know. It really depends on how the turnout is with the application and like who applies, and I try to pick people who will work well together. I try to pick people who have different design styles from each other and from me. So it's kind of like a process of piecing it together. And if you applied in the past and you didn't make it, like, I really urge you to apply again, because like I said, it's a matter of like piecing together a team based on who works well together or whose designs aren't similar from each other. Like, I don't want like 6 team members who make the exact same happy planner spreads. I want like someone who does passion planner and someone who does happy planner, and like all of those different things. So those are all factors I have to account for. And like, yeah, so if you did not make the team before, I really urge you to apply again, because things shift around all the time. I need to go find one more of these little page flags. I'm having a hard time finding one, so I'm just going to pause on that for a little bit. Trying to figure out how to like unite this cluster or keep them separate. They need to either connect or like really separate themselves out, because these 2 flowers are just like weirdly spaced. While I think about that, I grabbed another sheet of these so that I can add a sticker down here to this corner. It's feeling a little empty, and I've got the room, so why not? Just trimming off any excess that overlaps the edge of the page. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with the like sticker sheet design planning pages. Those are always the hardest part to decorate, because you can't get super decorative with that. It like needs to be functional. To kind of separate these 2 things out, I'm going to take the fragment that I just cut and use it to move this cluster like visually outwards that way. And then I'll take the other portion of that to like kind of mimic that or mirror it on the other side there. I think now we have kind of 2 distinct clusters. So I'm fine leaving them the way they are. This is looking good to me. This is going to go ahead and pop back onto the discs, and we will just move over to the next part of this. Wait a second, I just realized that I forgot the washi tape. How could I forget the washi tape? So I'm just going to put them like kind of on the discs so I can visualize it a little bit better, because I already put this one on the discs. I'm going to go with a little touch of it down here underneath this quote. I think that'll be fun. And I could even like balance it out with a little bit up top. I don't know. Is that too much? No, I feel like that would be fine. So I'll take this one and I'm gonna put this one off the edge of the page to like kind of enclose this decorative section I have going on here. And maybe the washi tape is the touch that I need to keep things like separate up here. My fabulous crocodile punch that I got at Michael's, I'm going to use to just get rid of the washi tape that is overhanging the disc punch here. That's so, like, easy. I don't remember life before the crocodile, and I'm not sure I really do want to remember it because that thing is a game changer. So, we've got washi tape over here on that half of the spread. Now, what can I do? Okay. Maybe I could kind of do the same, like, sectioning off by putting a little bit down here on this box. I think it looks good over this corner where I'm not writing. So I could do a little bit of it there. And then, oh, that tore some stuff. Okay, well, we're just gonna peel back where it says rep search for now, as best I can, although it is just tearing the page up. These new Happy Planner stickers, I think, tear a lot easier than the old ones do. Just a word of caution. So I'm just trying to layer things without like completely destroying all the work I just put in. Okay, washi tape, rep search, fine, okay. I think that looks good. I think it balances stuff out. Do I need some down here? No, I think that would be too much. And that's me saying too much, so we know it's too much. Okay, back on the discs. I need this one and I need this one. And for the last 2 months of this, I did the same kind of thing where I was like florals along the top, decorative or functional down there. And I don't want to do that again. That feels like redundant at this point. We're already planning with florals in this planner for the 3rd month in a row. We don't need to do the same kind of layout. Even though like the body sections that we just got done with are kind of going to look the same every single month. That's just the game we're playing, is consistency is key. I'm covering up the like daily tasks icon that was up there in that upper left-hand corner because this won't be daily tasks. This will be the different designs I'm working on. And I have a short list of all the designs I'm working on, but it's not so short of a short list. It's like 20 different ideas. I need to narrow things down. But it's going to be a matter of like starting drawing things, deciding if it was meant to be, scrapping some ideas, starting over, all those things. This might seem like a weird addition, but I'm going to take this box that says today. I mean, it doesn't need to say today, but I'm going to use this up here to mark out like different collections I'm doing this month. So there's some things that I'm revisiting, the state flowers being one of them, and I will be doing not 1, not 2, but 3 state flowers this month, if all things go according to plan. And I just filmed my catch-all video. I'm filming videos out of order today. And I said it the exact same way. So if you see me on Sunday, like, and you're like, Katelyn, you already announced that. Yes, I did. Cutting this one just to give a little bit more visual interest over here. Like, I think it looks good to have some layering on top of that. But 3 state flowers. And then maybe I want this to be like a quote up here. So I'm going to get rid of the little bullet points. Sectioning that off with some washi tape. They're actually about to start repaving my street, so it's about to get really noisy outside. So I think I'm going to take a break with this video and resume in a bit once things hopefully calm down. I'm taking these little alphabet stickers. I couldn't find a quote that I liked, so this is just going to spell out designs, which makes sense. These are designs that I will be working on through the course of the month. But I've been at this video for a while. This one is going to be a long video, and I'm sure you've realized that already because you probably sat through about 45 minutes of it. However many minutes you've watched. I've recorded about an hour and a half of footage at this point. I'm like cutting stuff out, but like, man, long video. Although these are one of my most popular videos, so if you like the videos long, let me know. Otherwise, I'm considering breaking them up into 3 parts with like one spread on each one. But this is just going to spell designs, and I'm going to take a little break. I think that turned out cute. I mean, it could use a little bit more like floral, but I really need to take a break. So, a little bit more floral, break time. Okay, so I'm back after a little bit of a break, and by a little bit, I mean like maybe 10 hours of break time. Oh no, what am I doing? Okay, so I made this section up, and then they started repaving the road out front, and it got noisy. I'm gonna move over here and just pick up where I left off. I wanna balance out what I'm doing with the more decorative stuff just down here in this section of the spread. And I'm thinking for this like month of monthly task, like design section stuff, I think I'm gonna do 2 different spreads of this. Maybe not on video, but I would like to have some extra room just in case I go a little crazy with the design work this time around. Because it's gonna be summer, I'm gonna have some extra time to do some drawings. I'd like to get some collab work done. I just wanna like really focus on the sticker shop for the time being. So I'd like to have more like sections than I am going to need. Each set of these are like, this is going to be 16 like sets of designs. So each design gets their own set of bullet points. And I've already done away with 4 of them by doing this. So this would be a maximum of 12 different designs on this like spread. And if I want to do more than 12, I'm going to need to like flip over into the next one. So I'll probably just decorate it preemptively in the off chance that I have more than 12. Although I feel like I'm going to have more than 12. I just got to get working. I think I'm going to use that full box that I picked out earlier, just down here in this section. And to do that, I know I need to white out maybe 3 of these bullet points. Because it's going to go like right here. And I just don't want the gray tone showing through the page. We're going to go with the world needs what you carry. I like the pink tones, and I like how it's that gray-green color that I'm trying to utilize in this spread. So this one's going to go here, and that means this is also not going to be like usable space for another design. That makes sense. I mean, I feel like if I can space them out between the 2 pages, that'll look a lot better than trying to do like a full spread of like 12 and then like only having 3 on the next section of the pages. I'm adding in more florals to kind of round this out a bit. I don't really know what I'm doing here, just stickering away. And I haven't used any of the like really tiny little dainty florals in this spread yet, but this might be the place to put them in. So I'm gonna go with like one of them over there. This section of them is going to go down to the bottom here to balance out what's going on. And then to balance that out, I'm going to flip back over to where I was doing the designs text up top and add in a couple of these. So this one's going to go up in the right-hand corner. I'll take another one to go kind of over the D in designs. I'm a little hesitant with this stretch of white out there, but I think I'm going to have to leave it. There's not a lot of other options on how to cover that up without like just sticking a sticker over it. And then this last one's going to go underneath designs to round that section out. I don't know what to do with this. It feels a little plain or a little sporadic, but there's not much else I can do, so I'm going to leave it at that. I'm taking my mild liner again, and in each of these sections, as I had mentioned, I do a different design. So I will put the title at the top and then like the different steps underneath it. And I feel like, yeah, I covered up a row of bullet points here, didn't I? So these might not even be usable. But I'm going to take the mild liner and just do one stretch of it across the top row of them. That way I can write in the title of the design, and then all of the steps that need to be done for that design can go underneath it. I'm going to avoid these two for the time being and just do what I can salvage out of these. My mild lining is a little shaky, but I think it's going to have to do. And maybe what I could do with this one that got intersected is put a larger floral over there, or even like something this size might help with that if I place it right here. Does it look weird to just have like all these florals in here? Maybe a little bit, but I think it adds something to the spread. I feel like it's nice to have my own stickers in the planner that I'm using to plan out like the stickers that I'm making for my shop. When I first started doing this planner, I was just using like any stickers that I felt like, but it really makes sense to use stickers from the shop in the planner that I use to plan stickers for the shop. Who would have thunk? I'm going to take my crocodile and just punch out that hole punch that I just covered up with the floral. Nice and easy. I think that looks good up there. Obviously, it'll look a lot better once everything gets written in. And maybe I don't even want like the three that are just hanging out here because they're not going to serve me any purpose. So whiting those out. I really don't like having chunks of white out on the pages that aren't covered, but I got to deal with it somehow. Okay, so how many designs do I have? 4, 8, 9. That means I'm going to need the second half of the like monthly task section. So you get like this spread and then you flip it over and there's another half of it. And it has this little don't forget section down here, which I don't think I'm going to really need. But I think I'm going to decorate this as well. This one I think I'm going to keep a bit simpler because the last spread of this kind of layout was a little bit more complicated. I'm getting rid of daily tasks up here and it'll get covered in a floral. I'm down to like the end of my flowers and maybe I'll get a third sheet of these. Using a lot of stickers in this video. Let's see. We'll cover up the bullet points on this first one. This will be like one decorative square, but then I think the rest of this page is going to need to be functional. And what I think I want to do with the other half of this spread is set aside some boxes or set aside some columns for like redesigns. And what I mean by that is my branding has changed since I started the business. Like that's to be anticipated because when you start and you're doing the branding all yourself, like it's not going to be perfect. And I have definitely kind of found my element in the branding a little bit more recently. So I'd like to go back to some of my older designs and like add in the new logo and make sure the fonts match with what I'm doing in the rest of the sticker sheets, and maybe like move some things around because when I first started there was a lot of dead space in the designs. So I'm trying to like start revamping sticker sheets, like older sticker sheets, as I like progress in the sticker shop business. It's a slow process, but now that it's summer, I'll have more time to like mess around with older designs. So like for example, last month when I did the happy hour quotes sticker sheet, which was like the cocktail quotes, I also took the make it a double sticker sheet, which is the like cocktail illustrations, and I changed the branding on it so that it reflected what I'm actually doing with my shop these days. Like the logo was on there, the title was like swapped into the font that I'm using. I was able to move the stickers around a little bit to make them a little bit more compact. And then I was able to add in like 1 or 2 more extra cocktails because I had the space for it. So I'm going to start revamping some old favorites and maybe like reevaluating what's been in the shop for a while that can go into retirement at this point. Like some things just need to like retire. They're not selling at this point, and it's more of a pain to keep making them if I know they're not selling, because I also have to pay for the Etsy listing fee to keep them active. But I'm gonna work through that in this month. I like the little floral cluster. Don't like the whiteout, but oh well. We've got some of these like more dainty florals, so I could add some of those up in the left-hand corner because this space is just gonna be dead space now. I'd like to find some kind of quote in that botanical sticker book, but there's not a whole lot of like clear quotes in this book. I'm kind of surprised by that. There's a lot of clear florals, if you're a fan of clear florals, but I already have florals, so I don't need to bring those in. Okay, more florals. This one is a little too close for my liking, so I'm peeling that up. And it's just gonna space out ever so slightly more. I like this one that says "Find joy in today," and I'm going to use that as my decorative quote up in that left-hand corner. It's a little bit of a different floral design, but it's the one that's kind of making an appearance through the other sets of this spread, so I don't think it's too off base. That one's going to go up here in this floral cluster, and I'm going to white out the bullet points as well, just so they're not completely visible. So that's what I've got for this half of the page. Now I'm taking my mild liner and just gonna title or give a space for all the titles on the available bullet points. So this is gonna be more designs over here, and then this like set of 6 I think is gonna be the redesigns, if that makes sense. I'll start by getting rid of "Don't Forget" because I don't need that. And then I'll take some more of this washi tape. I'm using a lot of that in this spread. And I want to take those same letters that I used on the flip side of this to write redesigns down here. Or maybe it would be more effective to like write update. I feel like that's a little bit more close to what I'm doing with the sticker sheets. I'm not like redrawing stuff. I'm just visually updating them. So I'll take my little letters out of this section of the book and just label this page. I'll add some florals in a bit, but first they need to get labeled. That's looking good to me, and I think that's all I need out of that botanical sticker book. As for florals, I really don't have much left. So I'll take some of these smaller pieces and just frame where it says update. And maybe this page will just be a little bit more like plain. I can always add to it as the month goes on. Could even take some of these fragments that I've cut out of other places and layer like on top of that or along the bottom of this. It's just not enough floral, so I'll save them for some other time. Now I'm going to take my mild liner and do the titles on these ones as well. So I'll have like 6 spaces for design updates. I'm in luck. I found another set of these stickers that I started in my daily planner and didn't finish. So I can actually use one of these larger florals down here underneath update. And eventually I'll probably just combine these sticker sheets so that I don't have like 13 copies of the blush blooms floating around with like only one sticker on each one. I can spare a little bit of room up here in this corner. There's still room to write like on top of that title, so I don't have a problem covering it up ever so slightly. I'll take the tiny floral and just do that one down here. We've got some more of the, I don't know, maybe I would call these like dainty florals. When they're like the full sheet designs, that's what I call them, but in this it's more of a confetti type sticker, but I think it looks good up there. Does that round things out oddly? Yeah, it might. What if I take this and have it like poke in from the edge of the page? I think that looks a lot better. My stickers are getting all gummy with the sticker fragments I'm cutting, but I'm almost at the end of this, so I will deal with that off camera later, but I think this looks good. I made good progress on these sticker sheets. I'm going to go ahead and pop this back on the discs and just flip through what I've created for this month's small business setup. So we're here, June 2022, in my small business planner. I love these dividers. They're so cute. I don't really use this like currently type page. Maybe I should in future uses of this planner, but I haven't really been using it because I don't know what exactly I want to put there. But it's a cute divider with a hummingbird on it. So I flip into June and I have my monthly layout that has like all the important dates for the month. So stuff for the rep team, like sending out the form where they select their stickers and then mailing out the mail. And then the June sticker release is going to happen on the 6th, Monday the 6th of June. I have all of these highlights here to mark when I'm like taking stock of what the profit is looking like for the month. Rep team application is going to open and then it's going to close, and then I got to like contact people and announce the rep team. That's all going on at the bottom of June. In the sidebar, I have like it divided out by week, so it's like week 1, how much money I made in week 1 and how many orders I made in week 1, and it'll like refresh. Week 2, how much like happened in week 2. This is a nice overview calendar, and I think this works pretty well for me. It's just a matter of reminding myself to go on to Etsy and like calculate the numbers out so that I can fill in all the blanks that I've created. After the monthly, we get into like the monthly. I mean, it's a monthly planner, so everything's like a monthly, but this is monthly goals. So up here I have like sales goals and donation goals for the 2 sticker sheets that I'm doing donations with. Over here, I'm doing habit tracking kind of stuff. So days that I made a sale, cut stickers, mailed orders, all of those fun things. And I'm looking at it now and I feel like it needs another little bit of floral just to define the top of this sidebar section. So I'll put that one up there by June, looking good. I need to find some kind of glue to keep this in place after I rearrange the layers, but we've got the sidebar that does that. This is like the overview of all the designs I'm doing this month. This is just decorative stuff. Important dates are going up here, so the day that the release is happening, and then the dates or like the timeline of the rep search. Down here is my top 3 selling designs, so I'll like list that out and like how many of them sold, etc. And then over here I'm going to track like rep team progress, so how many times their codes were used, etc. So I need to find one more of these little gold page flags, but I'm not going to deal with that right now. Just got to find it on my own time. Flipping from that into this section where I track like my design progress. So it says designs. This whole spread is going to be like progress on the new designs. Up here I'm going to mark out like the different collections that I'm working on, because I'm working on a few different like mini collections. The title will go up here in this section that I used the gray mild liner for, and the gray mild liner actually looks really similar to the sage green color from that botanicals book. So it'll be the title, and then I'll do one bullet point is going to be draw, and then it's going to be Cricut upload, so I upload it to the Design Space software so that I can like manipulate it into like cut lines. Underneath that is going to be a test print just to make sure the colors are coming out in the way that I'd like it. And that's also the step where I decide if it's going to be like a paper sticker sheet or a clear sticker sheet or whatever. Underneath that is going to be like the physical Etsy listing where I list the physical sticker sheet for sale, and then the digital download sticker listing where I like have all the files available. So these are going to be spaces for new designs, just decorative stuff going on. In this corner, flipping the page, this is going to be a continuation of the new designs. I know it looks a little confusing to have update on this spread. It looks like all of them should be updates. Maybe next month I'll make it a little clearer, or like I could even draw like a little arrow to like indicate these are the updates, these are not. But keeping it decorative with the According to Allie washi tape in the floral corners, so we've got room for 6 more designs on this page, and then 6 designs that can get like updated with the branding on this page. So overall, this is what I've got for my June small business planner setup. I know this video took forever to get done because it's 4 different spreads in one, but I hope this was helpful to someone out there, or just interesting. I don't know. I like the way these stickers look together. I think the blush and the green is just such a good combo, but I'm going to call it good on this one, and there you have it. If you like this video, hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun planner-related content, and follow me over on Instagram at Katelyn Plans, where I share after the pen photos as well as photos of spreads that did not get videos. Thanks for watching, and happy planning!